Okay, Gloria, I think it's heading over to the book face, as Sean always says. Okay, it says we're streaming live now. So, all right. Hello, everybody. We're so excited that you are here with us today through this event called Flip the Switch. And my name is Tanya Sheldon. I am honored to present today with Gloria Brinker. And we are just excited. We just know that it's an obligation that we have now to share this information with you guys. The story of activation and how activation can actually change the way that we affect our DNA structure versus supplementation. And you could not hear from a better educator today. Gloria Brinker is out of Avon, Minnesota. We are doing life together, doing business together. She's a functional health coach. She loves to educate. And she has had so many different products come her way in the last decades of her life as she's had her practice that she's just really funneled in and knows how important these products are. So we're anxious to share that with you. We would love for you to place in the comments below where you're watching us from, who you are, who invited you to this page. We would love you to interact with us as we go along. And if anything stands out to you, if you have any questions, please let us know because we'd love to answer those along the way for you as well. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Gloria Brinker.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for that awesome introduction. And yes, I am very interested in natural health and also more specifically, probably functional health of the body. And so that's what really drew me to the products that we're going to talk about today, and then also the business that we're going to talk about today. I'm all about the science and the research and understanding how something works in the body, why something works in the body, and how the body makes the body healthier. So I'm just going to do my screen share right now, and we're going to just dive right into it and get started. The company itself is called Life Vantage, and so the company is called Life Vantage. I'm just working here a little bit yet to get this started. And so to really, what I know from my 15 years of experience as a functional health coach is that really the bodies that we have and are very, very similar to one another. Of course, we have hair and we have arms and we have legs and all sorts of things, but then every person's body is different. And that's even what's happening way deep inside the cells of our body. So every one of the cells of our body needs some certain things in order for it to function. But then the muscle cell looks a little different than the eye cell or the hair cell, whatever it is. But inside the cell, the function of the health of the cell needs the same thing in order to really be healthy and to do everything that it needs to do. So mainly the cell needs three things. It needs to be very clean within it so that it can function. It also needs to be energized, and it needs to be able to communicate. When those three things are in balance, it is really phenomenal what our body is able to do for itself. So today we're going to talk about some of the products and how to keep our cells healthy from the inside out. But as we're doing this, we're going to do an overview of some of the products and also some of the company. If you have more specific questions about certain products that we will be just doing a brief overview about, please know that we have a lot of detail about every single product that we have. We have the science and the research behind the products that we're going to be talking about today. But of course, we can't fit that all into a 45-minute session. It's probably would be more like 4 or 5 hour session if we want to dive deeply into every one of them. So please know that we have a lot more information that we could share, and we are wanting to share and willing to share if you're really want to know specifically about a certain product. So just a couple of disclosures, first of all, is that every person is different. So if I do talk about some things, when Tanya talks about things in later on the business side of it more, just to know that everyone's results will be different, just because we are unique and different and our lives are all unique and different. So if we share some things with you, just take that into account. So Life Vantage began like about 40 years ago with a single question. It began in a lab, and that single question was, is declining health something that we have to simply accept as getting older? And when people talk to me about, I feel like I'm getting old, I feel like I'm getting older, from a functional health standpoint, what I think is that the cells are no longer able to cleanse and repair and replace themselves as quickly as they used to when we were younger. And then that's why when people say, feel like I'm getting old, I'm not able to sleep as well, I have aches and pains. And so that is really when you think about, not chronologically, like not how old you are, but how old are you feeling internally inside your cells. So that was something that was discovered a long time ago, that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our body healthy. And like I said, when some main healthy things are happening inside the cell, our body is very intelligent. Our cells have little internal regulators that know what it needs in order to be healthy. So decades later, we also discovered that there was ability to activate those three main components deep within each and every cell of our body. And that's what we want to share with you today. So where we all started, again, the science and the research started about 40 years ago, but LifeVantage started selling these products in 2003. And there was then in 2005, there was an investigative report that I want to share with you, because that is the history and the basis of our products and of our business. So I'm going to get you started at that right away.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. It may look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment. For me, it begins with a blood test.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing. The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Protandim, and tests have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age, but taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. So just what's in this seemingly incredible pill? Well, actually, its roots are very humble. Protandim is a combination of 5 plant ingredients. Some you may know: green tea or turmeric, a spice used in Indian cooking. Others, with Tanya somnifera and Silybum marianum, are more exotic. High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma, all of these, strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically. Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after. Have we turned back the clock? Maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
We do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. For more, go to our website at abcnews.com.
I just love watching that video because I learn something new almost every time, and I think it's just fascinating that LifeVantage and these products have really been studied from that long, and where it all actually began. So again, the products originally were attempted to sell in stores from 2003, and it wasn't very successful because a lot of people didn't know what oxidative stress was. People didn't know what free radicals were. People didn't understand really within what was happening within the cell. And so after this aired in 2005, and you saw all the things that Dr. Joe McCord and some of the other scientific researchers were talking about, there was a flurry of attention. And at the end, when he says, if you want more information, go to nbcnews.com. And many people did. Some of the people that actually did were universities and prestigious medical centers, because they wanted to start studying Protandim. They wanted to say, what's with these 5 herbs? How does it work in the body? And so that continued. But again, we needed to get the word out and the message out. And so they were thinking about taking it off the store shelves because it wasn't selling that well, because nobody was educated in what we're going to tell you this afternoon. And so in 2009, that's when they actually switched from retail to this direct selling way to try to get this information out to people. So what is oxidative stress? And well, like he said in the video as well, because it is can manifest itself in many different ways. And he talked about the different conditions within there. And the reason that, for me to understand why that is because if a cell cannot get the toxins out of it, if the toxic load is a lot on the cell cannot do what it's designed to do. And so that doesn't mean if it's a brain cell, if it's a joint cell, a muscle cell, hair, skin, nails, all those kinds of things. If the cell has an increased toxic load on it, it can't do what it's supposed to do. It can't function. And so the solution is that we really need to help our body to create more antioxidants from the inside out, because that's actually how to combat that oxidative stress. That's how we can neutralize those toxins and help to pull them out. And so the hurdle that was experienced that Dr. Joe McCord discovered is that our antioxidant level actually decreases as we age. And right now in our environment, we really are, I think, have a higher toxic load probably than any other time in the history of mankind. And so what causes this toxic load on the body, or this oxidative stress within the body? Well, it's many things. It's our diets, smoking, various medications, pollutants, inactivity, so being people who are couch potatoes, and then also those people that do rigorous exercise, because all of that can leave extra toxins inside the cell, different pesticides or alcohols, and then also wireless signals. And that's probably the most kind of research that recently in our present day is out there, is how does all the Wi-Fi signaling, what does that actually do within the cells of the body? And what they have found is when people are overexposed to radiation, their oxidative stress levels actually increase. So what can we do about it? And this is what Dr. Joe McCord, the first thing that we need to help our cells to be healthy, is to help to decrease the toxic load, or help to decrease oxidative stress on there. What he discovered in that video, as he showed, is that there's a NRF2 pathway, and that pathway is actually responsible for our body's production of antioxidants from inside the cell out. He put these 5 ingredients together: the milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, green tea, and turmeric root. And the benefits of that was that he discovered that it actually lowered oxidative stress within the body on an average of 40% in 30 days. And that's huge to be scientifically proven that that can help to decrease the toxic load in the body. It also increased 3 of the main antioxidants that the body really needs, and that's superoxide dismutase, the catalase, and the glutathione. Now we're going to talk a little bit on the next slide about the difference in eating foods or taking supplements that are rich in the superoxide dismutase. And we know that a lot of dark fruits, dark berries, dark leafy greens are really, really high in those. But we're going to talk about how that neutralizes free radicals within the bodies as well. But because of all this, because of helping that cell to clean the toxins out from the inside out, neutralize them, it really supports the body's natural ability to repair and to rejuvenate its own cells. And that is just huge. So the LifeVantage approach is a little bit different. We've known, and science has known, and natural health has known for a long, long time, eating dark leafy greens and dark berries really helps to get more antioxidants into the body. We also know that antioxidants are the ingredient that neutralizes free radicals within the body. We know vitamin C is an antioxidant, and also resveratrol from red wine within it, that those are things that can help to neutralize free radicals in the body. But the thing is that they actually neutralize it more on a one-to-one molecular level. So it does some good, but it does not have the impact that activating the NRF2 protein within the body does. And so by taking this little yellow pill, and again, scientifically proven through human blood work, is that it actually helps to eliminate millions of free radicals. So not just on a one-to-one basis, but millions of free radicals. And that's why it can have a profound effect on the cellular health of the body. So Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, again, reduce that oxidative stress within the body in that 40% in 30 days. And this is a graph that actually shows that without Protandim, as we age, from about age 20 up to 80, how it really dramatically increases the amount of oxidative stress in the body. But after somebody takes Protandim, that it kind of levels out that playing field. And it's almost like the body's, the ability for the body to cleanse out is going back to a younger and a younger level. And that's just profound that it's been proven. There's a lot of independent researches, when I said too in 2005, how a lot of people actually went to NBC News to try to get a hold of Protandim and start to study it. And these are some peer-reviewed journals and publications that have been put out there. Most of this stuff is actually published on PubMed.gov, and that's where a lot of doctors, and that's where I go for a lot of research when I'm trying to look. So a lot of doctors and researchers go to PubMed.gov. And so it's profound that there are 25 peer-reviewed journal publications on PubMed.gov, because that really is the core of the science, what a lot of people are looking for, true proven science by all of these different organizations. Now, which universities and institutions actually helped to fund some of these things and actually independently came to research it? And you can read all of those there. Ohio State University, the National Institute on Aging. It's amazing that they took this all-natural supplement and scientifically studied it. Louisiana State University, Colorado State University, and even the American Heart Association. So it's fabulous that they took the time to research this and that it had positive effects on the cells of the body. So in 2015, Washington State University actually wrote an article in regards to NRF2. And remember that those 5 herbal ingredients activate the NRF2 protein within the cells of the body. And what they said is that NRF2 is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. And again, that was just written in 2015. So although this has been around for a while, more and more research is coming out about it. Another thing that when I talked about how the cell needs to be clean, then also the cell needs to be able to make energy from within it. And then that's what can keep a cell functioning at its highest level of abilities. So the issue is with mitochondrial decline. And the body needs that constant power to run. The cells of our body needs that. And the mitochondria are responsible for converting nutrition into usable energy for the cell, so that the cell, of course, can have the energy to do everything that it needs to do. And so it has to have the power to beat our heart, to inflate our lungs, to be able to think. And so every cell of our body requires this. Unfortunately, again, what happens is as we age, the mitochondria start to slow down over time. And that's why sometimes it's regard to thinking, some people will be like, I just can't think as quickly as I used to. So this was another theory of aging that LifeVantage discovered inside the cell. There's a NRF1 pathway, and that pathway is responsible for mitochondrial function. And so again, they put some natural ingredients together, and what they found on a cellular level, again, was the benefit is that it increased the cellular energy, which is called ATP. It improved quality of sleep and cellular repair, and then it helps to support cognitive and brain health, and supports a healthy circulatory system and a cardiovascular system. And that is, again, because every cell of our body needs to make energy from within it. Then the third theory that LifeVantage discovered deep within the cell is not only are we bombarded with toxins from the outside coming in, and that's why increasing antioxidants can help to neutralize those toxins, But we all know that our cells are constantly replacing them. Some people think that our skin cells replace about every 7 days. Well, within our body, something has to be in there to help to clean out that cellular debris just from our processes that we have working in our body. And so our body needs that cellular waste to be removed to keep that keep our cell clean as well. And so this is what sirtuin activity does. And so it helps with a whole bunch of health things within the body, from mental and physical energy, motivation and mood, cardiovascular health, maintaining cholesterols in the correct level, and joint health and healthy DNA function, and then also a healthy inflammatory response. And just so you know, whenever the body is damaged, it creates inflammation, and that inflammation needs to be pulled out of the body, and increasing the sirtuin activity actually helps with that. Unfortunately, once again, our bodies of sirtuin and the sirtuin activity slows down as we age and over time. And so they found there's another switch within the cell, and it's called the NAD pathway, and that is responsible for helping with the sirtuin activity. So these products aren't really doing anything magical in the body, except that it's just encouraging and supporting the body in doing what it already does. So again, they put some all natural ingredients together, and what they found through studies was that it supports that healthy longevity, mental focus and concentration, the mood and the motivation, supports again that healthy inflammatory response. And so these three products together, I think, are just fascinating because they just simply are helping the cell do what the cell needs to do. And no matter, again, if it's a muscle cell, if it's a joint cell, hair, skin, nails, eyes, whatever it is, every cell of our body needs to get the toxin, our environmental toxins out, which is NRF1. It needs to get the energy produced from inside the cell and be able to convert nutrition into usable energy, and that is the NRF1. And then also the NAD synergy is the one that helps to activate those sirtuins, and that helps to get cellular debris out. And so it's the three things that really can help every single cell in the body to do more efficiently what it was already designed to do. And simply those things just slow down as we age, and we want to keep them active and alive as much as we can. So also, what does individually, we talked individually what these do, but it's fascinating when you put all three of these together in the cell and what it is capable of doing. And you can see on the blue lines when the tri-synergy and how it works together in the cell. And you can just see for yourself the amount of percentages that the three of them work together. And it just makes sense that the three of them would make each individual thing do a better job within the cell. So that's like the basis of cellular health within the products that LifeVantage has. But again, why I'm so impressed with this company is they're all about functional health, not just taking something to maybe deter pain or deter inflammation. And you can take a lot of natural products to do that, and high doses of a lot of those natural products. But what I love about this is that it's really getting down to that cellular level. These are all the products that LifeVantage has, which is really not that many. But again, all of them really focus on the functional health of the body. So I'm going to go through these. Now, we talked about that NRF2 pathway and that NRF2 protein within every cell of the body. And because that's the basis for the company, all of the ones that I have indicated with a star actually have that NRF2 activation in there. We already talked about the tri-synergy, but it does come in a packet that also has the probio and the omega in it, and that is called the vitality stack. So if you want to have vitality and life for joyful living, active life, the vitality stack is really for you. Axio is phenomenal. Again, it has those NRF2 activators. But the other thing that I know every cell of the body needs to be able to communicate. And there are sometimes certain ingredients that help different cells of the body to communicate better. And so Axio has a lot of brain food within it. It has pine bark extract. It has vitamin Bs and some magnesium. It's sweetened with stevia. It's all natural. And so it comes in these little packets, and it comes in 4 different flavors. You put it in a water bottle and you shake it up. It tastes delicious, but to know that it has those same NRF2 activators in it to help with that toxic load, and then it has extra little nutrition to really help the brain to communicate better. And so it helps with that focus and concentration. And plus it tastes great and plus you're getting more hydration into the body. So it's really a win-win. The ProBio, the thing I love about this is what I've learned a lot in regards to the digestive system and probiotics. The probiotics are actually needed in the small and the large intestine. So big difference between this probiotic and other probiotics that you might see is that this one comes in a round, hard packed tablet. And what that allows and encourages is that it's to make it through the stomach acid. Many probiotics that you might find that are in capsule form, they break open in the stomach, and sometimes they're not as many of the live active probiotics are actually making it to the small and the large intestine where we need to get our probiotics. The Omega Plus, I love it because it has the omega 3s in it, which many of us are familiar with that, vitamin D in it. But what some people are not really as familiar with is omega 7. This as well has omega 7 in it. And so it's fabulous. It has a lemon lime flavor within it. And I think that's awesome when a company takes the time to put citrus oils inside of your fish oil, simply because fish oils tend to go rancid very fast. And those citrus oils in there help to preserve the integrity of that fish oil. And you do not want to be putting a rancid fish oil into your body, because sometimes it actually can increase that toxic load instead of keeping the body healthy. So this omega 7 is just fabulous. I like to think of fish oils as almost like putting lotion on the inside of the body. You know how to keep our good skin healthy and flexible and vibrant and things like that is to put lotion on the outside of the body. Well, omegas, we have skin inside of our body all over, in our intestines and our sinuses and everywhere. Many times by putting fish oils inside, people kind of feel hydrated from the inside out. This physique weight management is called physique because it's smart weight management. And so it has a whey protein, a prebiotic, and then a fat burn. And all of those really kind of tend to keep the internal organs of the body much healthier. And when the internal organs of the body are more balanced, when the digestive system is more balanced, our bodies can also tell more when we're full and when we are hungry. The other thing is working with that prebiotic. I really find that it takes a lot of food cravings away, tends to keep blood sugar levels more in balance. So it's really smart weight management. Then we have True Science Skincare and True Science Hair Care. Again, they both have stars on them because they are NRF2 activators. We have a lot of pollutants that come into our skin with our skincare products and also with their hair care products. When we talked about what causes increased oxidative stress levels, as you know, it said pollutants, and some of those pollutants and the chemicals, there's tons of them in our skincare and hair care. And so not only does it increase the oxidative stress load, but our NRF2 activators within there helps to neutralize that. But the other thing with the True Science Skincare is it's a very clean formula. And that's again done by independent researchers. And so there's an app that you can find on your phone or even download it onto your computer. And it's called the Think Dirty app. And our skincare, anything that scores a 3 or less is considered green and clean and safe. And so that's what all of our products score, anywhere from a 0 to a 3, depending on the product. Our hand lotion actually scores a 0, which is phenomenal, and it feels very good on, and you can be just assured that you're not increasing the toxic load. So not only do we want to always get toxins out of the body, but we also have to be very careful not to increase our toxic load within the body as well. And then Pet Tandem, and that is for our family friends, our puppies, and to know that LifeVantage also cares about your pet. And so NRF2 activators are in here, along with some other ingredients just to help your dog with their joints and their flexibility and their shiny coat. And so these are all the products that LifeVantage has. And again, what I love about it is at the core of every single one of these products, it's very well researched, looking at how can we help the body to function and how can we keep toxins out of the body and decrease the toxic load. When we can do that, again, decreasing the toxic load and helping our cells communicate better, then that's when every single cell of our body can live and flourish and not just survive on this earth, but to really thrive on this earth. So with that, that's the closure of the product line. I'm going to turn this over to Tanya. I'm going to stop my screen share And then Tanya's going to actually take over more of the business side of LifeVantage. And as she does that, I'm just going to explain a little bit in regards to what recently has happened to me. So I've always just shared LifeVantage with people because the science is there, the research is there. It works with so many people that I know and that I love, with my family, with my friends, with my clients. It works with so many people because, again, it's just helping the function of the body, helping our cells function better. And so I've always known that there was a business side to it, but I love what I do. I love doing my massage. I love coaching people in health and wellness. And so I really never took the business side of it very seriously, maybe until the COVID epidemic that we're experiencing right now. And as you know, many people are out of work. I myself have not been able to work since March the 23rd, when we've closed down all the salons and the massage places and things like that. And so I always was receiving a commission check from LifeVantage just from sharing my heart with the products and know that these products are phenomenal and work, but I never really appreciated my 15th of the month commission check until this situation all occurred. And so now what I'm really seeing is that the gift of LifeVantage from a business perspective, and that's what Tanya is going to explain to you more about it. So I'm a newbie at this as everyone else is. So Tanya, you can just go ahead and start.
Thanks, Gloria. I just love your story, and I love the way she educates, and I'm so glad, so grateful you guys were able to hear her education today. I am so grateful to be a part of this company, LifeVantage. I was introduced to it in October of 2011, and it was everything I didn't know I was looking for. I was always open to opportunity, and that's why we want to share the opportunity side. We won't take a lot of your time with this, but as we know, people want to be healthy today in this world, and as we know, people want to find that side hustle. They want another stream of income so that when life hits, they can have peace of mind and they can know that they're going to be okay. That is what this opportunity has given to me and my family, especially in the season that we're in. My husband went through a job layoff in March, and because of me doing this, sharing these products with people, that has resulted 8.5 years later to where I am able to support my family while he kind of wonders and is curious about his next move. So it really is a perfect meld of an opportunity. I had been with 7 other companies prior to LifeVantage, and like I said, it was exactly what I didn't know I was looking for. I'd never done something in like the science and health arena because that's not really how I'm wired. I'm wired just to love people, right? I'm not that science person. So I'm so grateful I have people like Gloria that I can partner with that do love the science of it. And it blows my mind that I get to share products like this with you. Completely blows my mind. I'm so grateful that that ABC report happened and that it didn't work in retail and that they put into hands of people like us, because the stories and the way that it's helping people just by activating systems they already have is phenomenal. I believe no matter what, if the business is not for you, check out these products, you guys. They are real, and what they're doing for people in their lives is real. But what I realized through more education and through my eyes opening, this really is a perfect meld of an opportunity. Like I said, I can do this from my laptop. I could do this from the app on my phone. I can do it from anywhere. And I have what people are looking for today, an e-commerce site where I can just simply take them to my site, show them the product lines that we have. With every product, there's an extra link to look at FAQs, to look more at the product information. Everything you need is right there. And once people are interested in starting and getting on those products, all I have to do is simply put them into a shopping cart, just like you would on Amazon, send them the link, and all they have to do is check out. It is that easy. I love that it's such a simple system. The other thing I never knew to look for was the timing of an opportunity. I thought that if people already knew about the product and they had heard about it, like that would make it so much easier, but it doesn't, because people already know about it. That means it's already saturated. You want to find an opportunity where people don't know. And this slide says most of the US and Canada have yet to discover LifeVantage. You guys, most of the world has yet to discover LifeVantage. We are a $220 million a year baby apple. We just had our 10-year anniversary last year, and 9 times out of 10, 9.99 times out of 10, people that I ask if they've heard of Proteandem, NRF2 activation, NRF1 activation, NAD, or LifeVantage, they've never heard of it. And if you look at this chart on the right, the wellness industry is on a rise, and it's going to continue to be. Everything that we represent within this arena of LifeVantage, pet care, hair care, health care, skin care, energy drinks, weight management, those will never, ever go out of style. There will always be a need for those. And that is a lovely thing when you're looking for a business opportunity. There's been a 60% increase in wellness in the last 8 years. But you know what else is on the rise that we're so far ahead of the curve on is a study of activation. When you look at oxidative stress, when I got into this in 2011 and I went to pubmed.gov, I wanted to study oxidative stress with everything in my family history. I wanted to know, is this real? Like, is there a legit correlation between oxidative stress and things that my family have dealt with? And when I looked it up, every time there was a legit correlation behind all of it. So it became common sense for me. Why would I not put this in my body to live as healthy as I possibly can for as long as I can with quality, or to equip myself with all the armor I need to handle what comes my way? Oxidative stress today, if you look on PubMed, there's over 200,000 studies on it, 220,000 studies. If you looked up those activating pathways, NRF1, NRF2, NAD, they're just getting started. They're only getting started. And we have plant-based, scientifically proven products already on the market to activate those pathways. It's so huge. We're sitting at such a sweet spot. And then if people want to join us in this company, they want to be a part of something that is just getting going, has amazing, groundbreaking products that people can't get anywhere else. We've got 3 different packs that people can choose from: a silver pack, a gold pack, or a platinum pack. You get about 90% back in product that you get. We always like to, of course, talk about the platinum pack. Go big or go home, right? You're going to get every product that we have in this pack. And I can't imagine, even if you were to open a brick and mortar or, a franchise, you don't want to open with just half the menu. You want to have the whole menu. And that's what you get in this. You get to invest $1,250 one time and one time alone in a multi-billion-dollar category of a business opportunity. And we're only just getting started, like I said. And our objective when someone says yes and gets in, based on where it's most comfortable for you, we want to get your investment back, and we want to get you leveraged and making money. There are many ways to make money in this opportunity. There's actually 7 different ways that you can get paid. But the real great money that can come from weekly and monthly, and that weekly is when you set somebody up on the products or you set somebody up on the opportunity. That very next week on Friday, you're going to get 30 to 40% back on their initial order. And then for every month that they start consuming our products, you get a residual check from that. That is a beautiful thing, because that's that monthly check that you're getting. That's what Gloria talked about on the 15th, how much she appreciates that now during this season of life. That is something that we don't get in corporate America. When we're working, we're not getting paid, or we're getting paid. And when we're not in corporate America, when we check out, we're not getting paid. To leverage yourself to a point where the people I shared with in 2011 that are still taking the product today, to know that I'm still getting a leveraged income from that, it's huge. That's where peace of mind comes from. And it speaks to the quality and power of our products. We have such a high retention rate with our customers. It's about 70%. And most of our company is customer based. You don't have to be a distributor to get the wholesale price on our products. You can be a customer as well. And I think that's a beautiful thing. The one thing I'm going to point out on this slide is in the lower right. And that is just simply to let you know, when you hit a certain level in our company, it's called our elite ranks, we're going to give you a percentage of all new global commissionable sales every single month. So whether I have somebody in Australia or Taiwan or Germany, I still get to partake in that new global sharing program every month. That creates such a phenomenal culture of an opportunity. People helping people around the world, no matter where you're at, because there's going to come a point where you're all getting paid for one another's efforts. It's so amazing. And then because we're a publicly traded company, we get to share with you our income earnings disclosure statement. And this is good. It's a great thing for people to see the average income that people are making in our company. And the first rank we like to highlight is our Pro 3 level, because we have a system in place that can really help you launch in a big way in your first 90 days to make some extra incentives to get to that Pro 3 rank. And when you get there, the average people are making is about $626 a month extra. When I hit this rank early on, when I started LifeVantage, it was so huge for our family. My husband had been laid off and we had to move from Colorado to Idaho. And that little bit of extra income completely compensated for the decrease that he took in his income with our move. We were so grateful for it. That is the kind of income that will keep people out of foreclosures or bankruptcy, or even keep relationships together. And then you get to our Premier Pro 5 ranks. That's where Gloria is at. When people make this rank, the company really recognizes it in a big way, because they know that you have helped a ton of people to get there. You have really set them up for a beautiful journey of health or a beautiful journey in business. And this is a kind of income that can bring people home. Bring them home so they don't have to worry about going back out to work. They don't have to worry about their next step. That's an awesome leverage income. And then you get to Elite Pro 7. That's the beginning of our elite ranks. This is where you're now sharing in that global pool. This is a rank that I'm blessed to be at, and because I'm here, support my family. It still blows my mind. Like, that's all I wanted when I got into this, because we had been through many job layoffs, and it was never because we were a bad employee. It was just always making cuts. You know, it was the red tape. It was the bottom line. It was looking on the paper, who's got to go. And every time it happened, like, we were freaking out, like, how we were in survival mode. What was going to be our next step? How are we going to get through this? And God always provided. But this time when it happened, because of this opportunity, because of our products, because we have a heart to help people, this is okay. And it's just, it really helps you to know that everything's going to be okay. And then you get to build upon that and help other people get to that same place. So can you do this? I really hope that we can prove to you can do this, because what we want to do for other people is this. We want to bring people in that you don't have to get out of the gate running, doing your own presentations. We're here to do it for you. We're going to help you along the way. We're going to help you learn while you earn, and make money while you're learning everything you need to know. We have a 24/7 support system for you. It's a very easy to follow system. It's a simple system, but it takes work. It takes a lot of work. Again, I've been in 8.5 years. So we want to give you that big picture of, think of how your life could change in 5 to 10 years if you were to plug in and really take something seriously and be in the mindset of being coachable and plugging into this simple system. Everything can change for you. There's regular corporate events and trainings that take place all the time. We have many different meetings that take place like this on a weekly basis that you can plug people into. And then we've got a great supportive community, or a great community of support for you as well. That kind of encompasses LifeVantage, the products and the business side of it. We're so happy you're here with us. You're probably going to find yourself in maybe one of four categories after hearing this information. Maybe you're ready to become a customer. You've been waiting and looking for products like this. If so, get back to the person that invited you. They'll send you that shopping cart, and all you need to do is check out. Or maybe this is something you're ready to make an extra income. You're ready for that side hustle. You want to lock arms and learn and go big with this. Let us know, and then we will set you up. Find the right pack that best suits your needs right now and really get you set up for success. Or if you're wanting more information, there's plenty of it. We have a lot of different communities that we can plug you into, where you can see other people's stories, see more of the science, or we can get it to you on an individual basis as well. Again, just get back to the person that invited you here today, because they're going to be following up with you in the next 24 to 48 hours to see if you saw the information, what you thought of it, and how they can direct you best next to make that best buying decision for yourself based on where you're at in your life. So we thank everybody for being on here today. We hope you love this information. We love giving it to you. Everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.